I'm not gonna lie. Again, I literally just got up to go and put on a sweater because I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing 2 days ago. Granted, I did wash it between then and now, so I'm not gnarly, just making that clear. But I was like, well, I can't be seeing the same thing twice. That would be fucking bad. Um, where am I at? Couch is still the same, but there is some improvement. The dishes that have been in the sink since the beginning of the semester are beginning to be cleared out. Um, a lot of stuff is drying over here, and then once it finishes drying, then I'll finish the rest of what's in the sink. That shit was gnarly, so I'm really glad I'm getting around to that. And I am cleaning up around the house. Mainly the motivation behind it for today was that there's a dog adoption event that's happening at 2:30, and I've been kind of playing around with the idea of getting a dog. My only issue is that my apartment is pretty small, so it would be hard for me to get a dog. Not only that, but I'm going to be moving probably in the next month, and one of the dogs that I was really, really interested in was a pit bull, and I was so naive when I was going through the process of adopting him that I just kind of forgot that people look at pit bulls a certain way, and so neither this apartment or the apartment I would be moving to next month would have allowed him. And I know that they said that you could do like the emotional support, animal and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't, I don't know. I just backed out. I think it was just too much for me. And I don't want to get a dog just because I'm in this state where I'm like, well, I need something else to keep me like going, if that makes sense. I want to get a dog because I know I'm going to be able to provide it a really, really good life. But then I'm also balancing it with this idea of like, okay, well, even if I can't give it the perfect life right now, like, isn't the life that I can provide it right now still better than what it probably is going to have in the shelter? That's what's on my mind today. I will also say that I self-sabotaged again, which is fine. And this time there's probably no going back from it. Surprisingly, though, right now at least, I'm not hurt significantly by it. It usually happens more at night, so I'm kind of surprised that I'm filming this right now, because I'm sure tonight I'm going to feel miserable, and I'll probably end up doing another video. Um, but yeah, right now I'm okay. Um, I think it's because it's so expected with me that I do it at this point where I'm just like, okay, like it was only a matter of time. And what I'm also finding is that although I did self-sabotage one area of my life, there's still a lot of other areas of my life that I can look forward to. Like I'm about to graduate from nursing school. I'm going to try and move to a new city. Like I'm going to be working in the NICU, so I'm really excited about that. Like that's a true passion of mine. And I also have a lot of other friends that I've been leaning on, and I kind of forget that I have a really big village behind me. Um, but with that being said, like I self-sabotage and I hurt people as a result of it, and I really hate that. I hate that idea. Like it's the bane of my existence to think that I ever have like a negative impact on someone. Um, Two of my closest friends, I told them just a couple of hours ago, not an hours ago. This was more last night actually, because they are not even awake right now. Um, I told them I need them just to be patient with me because I think what I've realized is that, and I don't even know if I've mentioned this in any of the videos yet, but I think that because of the come down of the semester, like I've went from being really, really busy with school and work and taking care of students and making sure that people are where they need to be and all that kind of stuff. I think that because I went through all of that and then nothing, like basically during the break, there's nothing. And I'm also still in my environment. Like normally I go home, but like I'm staying here in this environment this time. I think going from having everything going on at once to nothing going on at once, like all I have to do with my time is think. And when I have time to think, it's when I start to actually process a lot of the things that I try and avoid. And so because of that, I think that's when I become really self-destructive is because I convince myself I'm not worthy of these things, or I convince myself that I don't deserve love, or I convince myself that people don't like me, whatever it is that I convince myself of, right? But I realize that, and at least when I'm in my stable phases, I have realized that I really need to tell the people around me, like, hey, like this is the mood that I'm in. This is what my brain is telling me, and I just need you to be patient with me because I'm going to try to self-sabotage this. Like I'm going to try to make this bad. And it's so sad. It's really sad because I say that and I'm like, well, shit, that sounds either like extremely manipulative or like how is it that I can't control that? And I will say that I like maybe a year and a half ago, I was crashing out like every week and a half. Whereas I'm really actually proud of myself with the fact that I'm only crashing out like this particular month because it used to be really, really bad. And I think that's probably a lot to contribute to Prozac. But also like I'm sure that it's things that I've worked on that have gotten me to this point. But like even though I've gotten it to only be in this month, like I've still managed to hurt people because of it. Anyway, so I told some of my other friends, the ones that I hadn't self-sabotaged yet, I told them I was like, I just need you to be patient with me, and they are going to be patient with me. And something else that I've noticed before in this video is that I think I think the relationships that I tend not to self-sabotage are the ones that I know that I'm playing a really impactful part in their life. Like two of my close friends, I'm like very hands-on in their lives in terms of making sure that they're successful and making sure that they're on the right path and in making sure that they're being productive and all this kind of stuff. And so I think it's genuinely impossible for me in those situations to try and convince myself that I'm a negative impact on their life because there's so much that I do that I know is setting them on the right track. But that's also really exhausting to have to do that in relationships in order for me to feel safe in them. So that's where I'm at today. And I thought I would just make the video. That this video is kind of all over the place, but I feel like it's still important to um, kind of keep up to date with where I'm at. And who knows, maybe the next video I'll have a dog. I'm going today at 2:30 to this adoption event, and there's three dogs in particular that were adorable. So maybe I I would need to think about it and I would need to clean up the couch. And it would be fun to like have like a couch that's clean, one, and it would be fun to have like doggy stairs and then the dog could just sit behind me and be my companion and do a lot of other things. So I think that I would really like a dog. So hopefully next video I'll have one and if not, I'll probably still be here. But yeah, if you watched, thank you. Appreciate it.